Hey, my name is Elizabeth Lyons, and I am a country artist. Hey, my name is Elizabeth Lyons, and I'm a country artist, singer, songwriter. And this is Behind the Song. I am going to introduce you to Jonathan Sherwood, who is a songwriter who wrote 3 songs off the album with me, Ever Since the Day We Met, and So Lucky, and Always. So let's join him in. He is a songwriter in Nashville, signed to Cobalt Music Publishing and Little Louder Music, which is Eric Church's publishing company. And he is writing with Seth Ennis, Brandon Ratcliffe, and Boys Named Banjos band. And he's super talented, alternative rock, country, and I'm so excited for you guys to meet him. Jonathan!
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you are in Colorado, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I'm in Steamboat Springs.
Oh, it's so nice there. I've been there before. Are you going to be skiing or snowboarding or?
Yeah, I'll be hopping on the mountain tomorrow morning.
Oh, check it out. Oh, I'm so jealous. I saw that Colorado got dumped. They got like 12 inches last weekend. Steamboat?
Yeah, they just got snow. And Denver, it was snowing in Denver when we flew in there this morning.
Oh, wow. Were you a little delayed from it? I'm sure.
No, it was fine. It all worked out.
Good?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we got here on time and everything.
Oh, well, that's lucky. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm so jealous. We recently went skiing over Christmas in Montana, but I was sad to not get to Colorado this year. But
I think I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
About Montana.
Mm-hmm. It was cool. I had never been there. I was actually really into it. But it's always fun to try new places. I really want to ski in California too.
Yeah.
And Japan would be cool
dope.
Someday, you know?
I've never even heard about the skiing up in Japan, but I'd be all about it.
Yes, you should watch some videos on YouTube. Google it.
That'd be cool.
It's pretty cool. It's like different skiing there. I think it's a different time of year than like what it would be here. No, it's the same time of year. I was missing up Australia or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, so I was just gonna go over like a few things of behind the songs. So you wrote 3 of the 9 songs on the album.
Wow.
I know, crazy. So you wrote Ever Since the Day We Met, So Lucky, and Always.
Yeah. I forgot about So Lucky.
Yeah. That's a good one. And so at first, I guess let's start off. So how we met. So I, knew your publisher, Arturo Buenahora. From my interning days, and he was one of the first publishers I met, and he connected us, and then we wrote together. Did we write over Skype the first time, or was it in person? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was in person.
I think it was in person.
It was probably a year, probably a full year before COVID.
Yeah.
I think
you're right. Yeah. Because I feel like we'd write every like few months, and that makes a lot of sense. So I think the first song we wrote was Ever Since the Day We Met, right?
Yeah, that was definitely like one of the first songs that we wrote together.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know how you remember it going down, but I remember that we were in your room, which is so cool. He's got this like all these like cool techniques, which we always talk about that. And I was just kind of telling you my story, just like I talk a lot, as you know. And I think I was just like talking about my love life and my relationship, and then you were writing notes down, and I remember I think you just wrote like, thanks to that gentleman Jack, formal frat party 2011. And I was calling up my mama, telling about the guy I wish I would have went with. And I was like, oh my God, like you're a genius. Like that was so good. And then we just
cool.
kind of vibing off of that. And I remember telling you, I think I wanted the whole like Motown. I mean, I know that you kind of do more indie rock country stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of fun. So I think we were just kind of vibing off of that. And I was kind of, I think through each of these songs, I was kind of going more of with, I think I would told you I kind of want like a Motown, like country, but with pops, like pop songs with country elements. And so, yeah. And then kind of crazy to, that's kind of how I remember it. I don't know how you remember it.
Yeah, I mean, what's cool for me is hearing the end result of these songs that we wrote, because of the fact of like what you said, like my mind, I'm always writing like in like a more alternative, like Americana country world.
Right.
And so the fact that you took the production and like ran with it the way you did, I feel like that definitely like shows I don't know, like the collaboration, you know what I mean? Like, because I would like, for example, when that you just sent me that Always track,
yeah,
the production on that like got me so hype, and I was like, this doesn't even sound like anything I was imagining, which is cool because like I feel like it really I'm finally understanding like more of the context of like your story musically and stuff,
totally.
So it's definitely cool to like see it come alive, because what's cool too is like at the end of the day, you're like the way you sound like musically and vocally and production wise, that's like a creation of your mind, so the fact that like I'm finally starting to see it, I'm like, oh, like I hear what you're like envisioning. It's like really, it gets me excited to get back and write with you again now that I've heard the production that you've done.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I mean, yeah, we worked with actually 3 different producers for each of the songs. So ever since the day we met was David Songwriter, who is incredible. He's working with Kelly Clarkson right now, I think. And he's worked with Hunter Hayes and a bunch of different artists. And I'm obsessed. He pushed me the hardest I've ever been pushed in terms of vocally in the studio. I think it was a 5-hour session just for the vocals.
Wow.
It was crazy. And then I think with So Lucky, it was actually LA producers who did that. And I have never even met them. And they killed it and created, that was actually one of the first songs I had gotten back that I did. And then Always was done by Johnny Fung, who's in Nashville, who's awesome and done stuff for Chase Rice and Gabby Barrett. And my kind of process that was, I know kind of exactly what I want it to sound like. So I'd send them my Spotify songs, like the list of songs I want it to sound like. And then I'd say, hey, I want it to sound like this guitar, this piano, these drums. And so that's why you kind of sound that they're all kind of similar, but yet very different. And I kind of wanted it to be pop country, but with kind of this soft EDM kind of chill vibes to it too. So that's kind of why the production, I feel like it's changed in terms of compared to my old stuff that you can see. So I'm excited to write with you too, get back into the studio, will be fun.
Yeah, I like that EDM reference you made, because I feel like especially in the last track you sent me, I'm like, I hear it, I see it.
Yeah, so with Always, I always wanted to, it's funny because I always wanted a saxophone. I think I told you this. I always wanted a saxophone solo in my song, or to use horns in some way. And
okay.
And I have to say, actually, Johnny used a lot of I sent over your stems, I think, to him. And I think he used some of the stems that you created, or the pads or something. He really digs.
On which track?
On Always.
On Always? I put it to something?
Yeah, you did. I'll send it to you. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, send it to me. I didn't realize that we did a track to it.
Yeah, we did. It was.
Oh.
I think we wrote that one to a track, kind of like you were just playing around, and then. And
interesting. That's dope.
And remember, I kind of wanted it to be like High Horse by Casey Musgraves, I think is what I told you.
Oh.
And then
that's awesome.
Grooving on your electric guitar and then doing cool sounds into your computer, I remember. And I was like, oh, that's when the music came before the lyric. And then I think I was probably like wanting to do something where it was like lyric wise, like about that we'll always be together. Which I know, you know, you're in a relationship, I'm in a relationship, so we could always write towards that. So then that's how that was built. I can't remember how So Lucky was built. I just remember, I think I brought in the title, and then you kind of helped me flesh that out. And I remember, again, it started off with the verse, and you're like, I've got me a 4-leaf clover or whatever. And then I was like,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know.
and then,
Dang.
yeah, so
Fun
good.
times. Yeah, that one was written over Zoom.
Yeah, that one was over Zoom. And I think it was in the beginning of the pandemic, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that goes to show that like Zoom creatively for songwriting can be productive.
Totally. And I actually sent how I did it with the producers. I sent all the songs to the producers I wanted to work with and asked them what songs they liked. And I actually had 2 producers that said that was one of their favorites. So Lucky, which is so funny. So I was like,
That's dope.
I know. So kind of
Nice.
fun. So how did you feel like it's like working together like with me? I guess. How would you describe it?
I think something that I can always like count on is that it's going to be super positive.
Oh.
Like it's going to be a positive experience, you know, like I know that you're there to just like have fun and to like write a colorful lyric and like to explore fun, like poppy melodies, you know, and like, that's what's exciting. You know, that's sometimes the most exciting part about songwriting is like that in the moment, like trying to like discover those things, you know, and to know that like I'm gonna go into the room and create it with someone who's like gonna bring like forward thinking positive energy, like and then also on top of that crush at songwriting. It just like makes the day easy and like I don't know, at the same time it's challenging because then it's like, okay, cool, like because you're an artist, you know, it's like how do we portray, you know, this story that you're trying to tell, you know, like so that's why I don't know, for that Ever Since the Day We Met song, like I think it's cool that like so much of that was like me just listening to you straight up, just talk to me, you know, and then just like hearing it and seeing it and trying to like, I don't know, imagine that world and then, you know, try to throw some lyric that kind of brings that to life. I think that's, I don't know, always like a for sure thing that's going to happen when someone's riding with you.
Oh,
so
you're so sweet. Well, I have a lot to say and I talk a lot. So that's always a fun thing. And I feel like you're a good listener. So I feel like you are so great at
nice.
taking kind of the things that I say or the ideas that I have and just bringing them to life in a way that is cool and unique. And you have this beautiful way of just this easiness about you singing, and I think I like that. And I always kind of, I don't have this like huge booming voice, so I feel like kind of that Eric Church vibe of like
yeah,
always kind of just like that chillness, which I think does well with my voice. So I feel like we really make a good team in that regard. And I like to say things in a weird way that hasn't been done, and I feel like you do that, which is like why I think it just works really well. And also like I like unique sounds, and I think that's like what you do, like but you also know the country. And I think that's the cool thing about you being from California and then moving to Nashville is like you weren't just raised on just country kind of like me. You kind of listened to everything growing up, like so like rock and roll to country to pop to just everything.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
never thought of that. It's cool to talk about the process, you know, because it's not like we ever talk about the process, so like we just do it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I feel so blessed to be able to work with people like you though, and I feel like it's just, I want to highlight all the people that have been a part of this album, because I think people want to see that, and more than ever you know, we need to like recognize everyone, and there's so much heart and soul that's poured into this. It's not just me doing it. So yeah, I want, and you guys like know me. I spend time with you, and so I want, you know, to be able to share
Hmm,
that this with you, to celebrate this moment,
that's
because
cool.
you know. So
Well,
last
thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, go.
last question is there any funny moment that you remember me like uh doing with you, or like Zoom moment writing with you or something? This is how I'm ending all of them. He'll try to lighten it up at the end of
You know
it.
what? I actually, uh, I might regret this, so don't hate me.
I won't.
But it was the last time we were riding, and I thought it was actually so funny. Uh, so
I
we
never.
were just like typing away, and you know, like when you're like writing, you're like this at the computer, you know, you're like, and then you like back up and you like see them, and then like you're like coming back to like write, you know.
Yeah.
And we had like, I think I had walked to get some more water or something, and then you had gone to go get food,
Yeah.
and so you came back, and then like we were riding, and I was like looking down thinking, and then like at one moment I like glanced up, and it was just like your face and just this like delicious looking sandwich in the frame, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's going ham on that sandwich. And I didn't say anything because obviously I'm just like sitting there writing, and I was like, but for some reason that's like that's what I think of. So forever a memory of you just going ham on a sandwich.
No, it was a bagel. It was a Bruegger's bagel.
Oh, it looked good though. I
Oh,
remember thinking that. I was like, dang, I need one of those right now.
no, no, I remember, I remember eating it. I was so hungry because I think that day I was actually in Nashville and I was Skype writing with you because it was coronavirus, and like I was like so hungry, and I had like a back-to-back day. And so I was just like, I had to eat. And and I just take, Will's like, you shouldn't eat in front of people, but people love to watch me eat bagels. I mean, it's on my Instagram. So you're not weird to think.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, like I do a bagel
Oh,
every time I go on the road.
that's so good.
I review bagels and give them ratings, kind of inspired
Oh.
by the stool president who does pizza ratings.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
yeah.
Well, that fits in perfect. Yeah, it was like literally it was like this. Ah.
You had to see that. Oh my God, too good. Well, I love it. I love it. Love it. Well, thank you so much. This was so much fun. I'll let you get to skiing or snowboarding, and I'm so jealous.
Thanks.
But let's get riding again soon, and I'll let you, hopefully we'll all connect. Y'all be sure to follow Jonathan on social media, and be sure to listen to the song, and comment, like, and subscribe. All right. Well, thanks
Awesome.
so much, Jonathan. I'll let you know when this is posted and everything and the songs go live. But yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Seriously. Thanks for picking my brain for a little bit. That was fun.
Of course. So fun. Anytime. I appreciate you making these songs come to life, and I can't thank you enough. So all right. Well, thank you.
We need to finish that last song. I'll see
you.
you.
Yeah. I'll text you and let's get a date on the calendar.
Word. Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect. Bye.
Peace.
We'll see you later.
Bye.